Who are you? What's your name? And where'd you come from? Welcome in, Wither. Welcome in, Unknown. How you doing? It's Thursday, and it's been far too long since I went live. It has, couldn't help but notice. I appreciate it. I did set it and click done, which should, in theory, update Twitch, but it hadn't. So I pressed done again, and now it has. Don't know why the first time it didn't work, but as long as it's working now, we're okay. Because I'd hate to be streaming under the wrong category. Right, and it's 6 o'clock, which means I should go live. Oh wait, I already am. That was successful. Ah! I would like to resolve this. The only problem is I can't. You see, I'm supposed to put wither roses down there, and I need 39? Hang on. 2? Let me think it through. Welcome, Danielle. It's 2 plus 6 plus 10 plus 14 plus 9? Yeah, so I need 41 wither roses. And I have... Wait for it. Hang on, I should do this properly. Where is the button? 30, which is not 41, unfortunately. So I can't technically put all the wither roses in, but I could put some in. So let's do that, and then I can beg and plead people to give me some. Yeah, that'll work. First step, we turn off the farm. Well, actually, first step, let's grab some torches. Which should be here. Wow. Oh, I have some. Never mind. Look at me knowing where I keep my stuff. Vivek says I'm okay, thank you. I'm good. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Redstone block. It's alright, we'll do this dance 3 or 4 more times where I go halfway down the ladder and then go, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I need that. Actually, there's a redstone block. I'll take that one. Essentially, if I lock the clock so the water sits out, the farm is then off. Because nothing can spawn like that. It makes perfect sense, I think. Water's out. Water's out. Water's out. I've gone too far. The clock is behind. Water's in. This way. Right, so redstone active. Yeah. Means water's out. Okay, that should be easy enough to do. We head on over here. I could just power it. That would work too. Or I break that? I forget which way it is. Welcome in, Ozza. Not that. Not that. Wait for it. So when this is full, it'll shift over. So I want them to stay in there? Yeah, I figured it out! Sorry, it took a bit of a while. Right, so the farm is now disabled because water is out permanently. Which means if I pop up here, we can just check. Looks good! Let's go down and figure out what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Probably this and this. I have some, but not all. Essentially, I'm 11 with the roses short. Which is going to be fun. What do I need a shovel for?
Grab a shovel.
I mean, it's the axe that would be helpful, but if I use an axe, it needs to be a silk touch pick axe. Otherwise, the campfire breaks. Has to be the axe. Okay. So I have an axe command. I do have an axe but it's not silk touch, and that then breaks the fire, I think. I'm going to do the sensible thing and just rip all of the campfires out, put in as much of the wither roses as I can, and I'll probably put some campfires back in the middle. Which, actually, now, seeing how slow this is, probably seems like a bad idea. Because I could just leave the ones I don't have. Ah! There. It's fine. Figure it out. Yes, so I need 11 wither roses. I don't think anyone's geos on it. Geo. Worth a try. It's worth a try. Shouldn't it be 4th and not 4th? Do you know what? I have not a clue. That would make sense. But I clearly haven't thought about it much. Although, the fact that Ozza has spelt it as F-O-R-T-H makes me think that that's probably the way it's supposed to be, because Ozza is wise and clever. Gary, thank you very much for the creeper sound. I really, really appreciate it. Well, 4 has a U in it. Yes? I understand the logic, but I don't know. It's not the sort of question that I would know the answer. There's 4th and 4th, if I remember correctly, because people kept misspelling it. Okay. And when you did it... Oh no, it does say proud of their participation medal. It doesn't say... There's not spelt 4th in it. But I can't play the thing JC did today. I'm sorry. That was very good, though. I was surprised that that was today. That was brilliant. TARDIS sound. Right? Hopefully I'm thinking of the right thing. I did 4th on purpose, as I sometimes misspell words for the lols. Notice that I actually read porpoise. Normally my brain just reads the word that I expect to be there and assumes that, yeah, that must be what's said. Which gets me into all sorts of trouble. This is the slowest process. It's painful. But at least we get rid of the smoke. The other thing I would like to do... What would you expect an axe command to be? Also, I had an axe once. I just lost it in the Great Wither Fight of 2025. And it's all thanks to JC. Or axe for America. Hey, you can't throw an axe at people just because of where they're from. That's rude. Is it actually spelled AX in America? No. Also, I hear mobs here, which makes me think I need to light some caves up. Whilst in theory, this farm would be loaded mostly when I'm above, it makes sense to light up the caves beneath here so that I get more mob drops. Right, so if it was 11, I'm going to go here. Go here, 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 and here. That's 5. I'm still... I suppose we could do... I don't know, 1 on each. Now that this works... I'm trying to think of a way to lay out 11 campfires that looks tidy. Or interesting. It'd have to be 1 in the middle, because it's the only one. And then... I don't know past that. What does... I could do 12 quite easily by doing these ones. Let's stick with soul soil first. I put these down and figure out the rest in a bit. Not too difficult. No, it's still axe here. Okay. I now know where you're from. Or where you live, anyway. Next, you're going to tell me your social security number, favourite colour, and the first album you ever had. Plus, of course, the important information of whether it was a CD, a tape, or a record. And then I will tell you mine. Because I'm all about sharing. My first album was Tina Turner. I know, I have a lot of style. I'm very proud of my first album. In theory, I shouldn't place the last two. Because that then gives me a way out. Also, in theory, I think we should put maybe a ring of lichen. If I put a ring of lichen, it won't, he says with confidence, be too bright and it won't spread. I think it only goes down. 5 blue, a cassette of Beastie Boys. Oh, good choice. Put this on each side. And then I'm going to go look for some glow lichen. I may have some. Also says when Webster's got rid of the other useless letters like the U in colour, he dropped the E in axe, but I think Americans have slipped back. It's still the official spelling in some newspapers, though. Interesting. Right, I came up here because I wanted dignity. No, I wanted something else. What did I want? Lichen. Which, in theory, would be in here if I have any. I do not! If I were lichen, where would I be? And can I use bone meal on it? Probably. Grab some shears. Which would be up here. If I had any. Which I clearly don't. Because if I did, I would have tied it away neatly and in the right place. Although, here's the thing. There should be some in here. There is not. Looks like we are making a pair of shears. Wow. I have... Let me count the iron. None. We are in drips and drabs of iron. I may need to go invest some diamonds in a shop at some point. Alright, shears. Which will go in there, but for now, the essential shulker gets put away where it's safe. I've got an ender chest on me, so I can access it. And we are making like a tree and splitting once I sleep. I can't sleep, so we are making like a tree and splitting now! Whee! Glow lichen. Did you go back? No, Jude. If I were glow lichen, I'd be in a cave. This is a cave. There's some lichen. Found it! And then here, I presume. I've never used glow lichen before. Bear with. If I go we can grow it in all the directions. I'll harvest enough. I'm learning things. I do appreciate how glow lichen just makes the texture of the diorite less harsh and kind of blends between the two. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. I mean, I've never heard that one before. A random shulker box here with a random amount of stone in it. Alright. That'll probably be enough. Let's just... Luckily, this is relatively quick to harvest. I'll leave the stuff down in the corner because that's where I got it from. I'll take the rest, and if I need to grow more, I can do it in my space. Before it comes Facebook. This has always been here. I suspect someone left their stuff here. we go this way? Nope, that way. Over the building. Never noticed these doors before. I feel like this space is waiting to be moved into. By me! What? There's a witch in a boat. You'd never know what wonders you'll find in a Zloy build. I have doubts whether Zloy put them there, but... the fact that the lichen in the cave was only a single block on its own kind of indicates to me that it doesn't grow unless you bone meal it. But I could be wrong. In we go. Let's go with... just a ring down here. We don't need a lot. I just want enough light that nothing spawns down here. Although nothing should on the wither roses. And we can see the mobs when they're down here. Essentially, I want to be able to look down from the enchanting area and see death. Ah. Okay, that works. That works. Now, if I was smart, I'd put that there. Low light. Step into the wither roses. There, perfect. So that puts everything in. The middle ones can't currently be wither roses, but could be campfires. I need to put 11 down. Just this end of it? Kind of bugs me that it's such a small area. Let's hop through here. Can't get back up there, but that's okay. Let's go out of full screen and I can message on the Discord and see if anyone's got some. Doodle-doo. I've posted. I'm now waiting diligently for someone to drop everything and respond. It's not going to happen, is it? I might as well just get back to placing the campfires. Boop. That goes back. That goes across. We do campfires in the middle, and we'll rip them out when I've got 11 or... for the roses. Up, like so, and 1, 2. That back. Fill that in. I'm going to go to the top and have a look. Probably going to look hideous. Because it's not fixing the problem. Wow, that looks bright down there. I'm kind of surprised how much light comes from the lichen. Although the campfires also help. Ah, that's okay. Let's go turn it on. I'll put the rest of the wither roses in here. I need to turn the farm back on and then we can work on surrounding area. I also need to start digging this bit out. That may be a problem for the weekend. With that one, and that one. Got it. Farm's back on. And it will continue to produce me things. to head up to the surface. I need to do a trip and repair my tools. Both my shovel and pickaxe need a little bit of love. Thankfully, we've got somewhere to do that over this way. Hopefully. Lever would be handy to turn it on and off. I plan on having a lever, but also an automatic off when the storage is full. Not likely to happen often that the storage would be full completely. It would be a AND gate. But everything, basically, once everything is full, then turn off. This is an iron farm. And this is where the villagers would be. There are no villagers in this bit. This is another iron farm. And this is where other villagers would be. This one also doesn't have villagers in it. Please, please, please don't light. It will break all farms. So tempting. So tempting. Is there a red bar at the bottom of the video for everyone else? It's because I'm not on full screen. Just so I can see if Discord has a response. Nope, not yet. So we'll go back to full screen. Because I'm playing 4K, but when I want to see my windows bar at the bottom, I leave full screen. Head over here. This is the iron. Grab these. Shouldn't need all of it. Some of it would be nice. We hold the pick. And we do the trade. Maybe I'll go this side for the XP. Thank you. Say it! This is a very slow amount of XP, but it'll work. 8! Sure, I need the XP. And then I can continue around here. And we're out of iron. Welcome back, Unknown. Keep hearing bats dying, and it's quite distressing. Rather surprised that the iron is that low. Huh? That looks like it will have lava. It does. So the item stream comes along. This is the iron filter. If it isn't iron, it gets thrown into lava? That seems a bit mean. Bear with. So once these chests are filled up, then excess goes into this shulker box. And then when the shulker box is full, it gets broken and ends up in there? Presume? Yeah. I'm tempted to talk to Britt about having a filter just for the poppies. Though realistically, you don't need a filter for the poppies, because the only things that you would get from this should be poppies and iron, unless other mobs spawn and go into the lava. Well, that would end up being if a mob gets in here, which would be problematic. Itty bitty kitty! Sorry, distracted. Right, going home. I need to spend some time AFK here. Partly to load up on iron, and partly so I have something to trade. Let's go this way. And Homewood is that way? I'm good at this game. Geo's still ignoring me. I mean, it's understandable, but rude. I want to do a little bit of chopping down of the island. Someone's kindly gifted me an axe. Or two. What? Efficiency 5. Nice. Okay. That's good. I will take that. I will also take a chest. Oh. Right. I shall make... Oh, I can't double click. Mass transfer of items by double clicking. Not the thing in Bedrock. Slightly annoying. Chests. That'll work. Put this in here. We'll head up. I'm going to put the chest down and then I can just throw stuff in there without having to worry about where I'm putting it. Ancients. Ancients. Thank you very much for the raid. Sand of Time. Ancients raid. Time to share the love. Welcome in. How was your stream? Tell me about the stuff and the things. What you up? What were you up to? Who are you? What's your name? And where'd you come from? I don't know why I've got Cilla Black in my head today. You know, there's worse things to have. Random stuff goes in to be sorted by me at a different date. Yeah. Right, we're going to murder mobs as we see them, but also tear down the hill. Probably start on that side. I need to shape the landscape so it's not all flat and at this height. I want it to kind of taper in. We want to get to this height, but closer to where that little glass build is. So over here, I need to chip away at it. And with my new fancy axe, cut down trees when I see them. Just so I can load up on the resources. I don't know how much I want to chop off. Just going to be a trim a little bit off, step back, see how it feels. Look at me and my shovel usage. It does happen. It does. Not very often, but sometimes I have a shovel. Despite what my community think. Once I've got the shape, I'll then come back in and swap out blocks to get a gradient. Which will probably go into the water a bit as well. And I'm not going to do the whole island at this level. What I'm going to do is do a little bit of this side, and do a little bit more and kind of taper it up and see where we end up. So, for example, once all of the stuff to my right is taken out, we can then kind of draw a line in the sand. And pick up the next layer. Then the name, a type of a young Minecrafter back in the day. I came from the Leisure SMP and a creative world. Built an apartment building and designed a netherwart farm for my poor foresighted denied by the vision of gathering enough for my red nether brick, including resource gathering. You never want to spend more time gathering resources than you need to, because then when you finish the build you go, oh, I didn't need that many and I have no desire to ever work with this block ever again. I've had that where I built with a resource, gone, I shall make sure I have enough, got more than I needed, and then got sick of the block and no, they just sit in a chest rotting. And then other times where I've started builds thinking I have enough resources for the build, finding out very quickly I do not, and then having to stop the build and the creative process just in order to get more resources. Neither of which is a particularly good outcome. Give me some saplings. Actually, let's grab a sapling there. Like that. Perfect. Wolfie! ZactheDragon! Welcome in, Wolfie. How you doing? Tractor! I said I was going to work on the next layer, but I can't bother First has gone, as has second, and third, and fourth. Even if it's the wrong spelling, it's still gone. Oh, great. Okay, maybe I should sleep to stop things spawning, but yeah. Where's the fun in that? Yeah, I stand by what I said. Also, the more I sleep, the less mobs there are on the surface and the more mobs there are in the farm, resulting in more mob drops. So let's pause through here, drop down here, and go sleep in here. While I sip my Pepsi Max, because I ran out of milk and I went, that'll do. Refreshing. Stone might as well go straight in rather than going up and then down again. Same with these other resources I've got on me. Like how so? There will still be creepers around potentially and spiders, but let's kill them off. Release some of the mob cap for the farm. And gets me XP for repairing tools, which is always handy. Ah! So I heard that sound. And my natural assumption was, someone's trolled me in chat. That's not mine. Where was I when I died? Where? There's all my bits. Puppy dog! That was embarrassing. In fairness to me, I had very little in the way of armour. And I probably needed to dig this bit out anyway, so it's helping. All part of my plan. Let's put my boots back on, my elytra back on, and I'll put my head on. Oh, I can't. Put the cow head on. So, bedrock heads are blocks. You change them into them. Thank you, Ozza. Now you turn them into an item rather than a block. And then they can go on your head. You can turn them back into a block. Then they can't. But as an item... Oh. Why would you choose to have them as a block then? Now I'm cute. Nope, not a clue. I know nothing. Except that I don't know everything. I know that. And I'm reminded of it regularly. Thank you also for spending your hard-earned channel points on trolling me. Much appreciated. Especially now that I'm prepared for a creeper and anticipating one. It's going to be a chip away day. I'm just keen to make a little bit of progress on the surface up here. I will be streaming at the weekend as part of the TV stream weekend. I jumped into Liara's stream this morning and she went, by any chance, are you available to take a streaming slot this weekend? I went, when? He gave me the slot and I went, sure, I suppose, maybe, perhaps. So I will be part of the stream weekend, despite not organising myself ahead of time because the schedule's been really hard to pin down with loads of things to plan out. Everything's been eating away at my time. And even just things as simple as I was ill last weekend, which meant I wasn't able to go to the recycling centre. I have loads of stuff to take to recycling central. I can't because you have to book, and I can't go during the week when I can get a slot. I have to go a weekend, and weekend slots are like 2 weeks away. So the stuff I should have taken last weekend will be next weekend. Not this weekend, but next one. Wolfie, what would a daily command be? I'm assuming that's something you just went to use because it's common elsewhere, but I'm not familiar with it. Teach me the way. Educate me on why it's amazing and why you want to use it, so I can steal the idea and use it for myself. Wasn't sure if it worked, but what would a daily... what would it do? What could it do? What should it do? Been a while since I've had a grindy task like this. It's normally... Sorry, I should say it's lately been more tasks that required brain power as well as just digging. This feels so simple and easy. Give me £1,000. I don't have a command for that either. What do you think that should do? Think I have money? Actually, in fairness, I did have money 2 days ago. Not anymore! I had some money left over in my account after all the bills were paid. I went, great, I know what I'm going to do with that. So I paid down the mortgage by a few £100. So I went, yep, this brought me joy. Seems pretty straightforward, I think. See, for me, one of my biggest joys is just doing that little bit extra and going, yep, I feel more financially stable. I enjoy paying a little bit of money off the mortgage more than I think I would enjoy going out for something interesting. Nope. Although, with that said, I do have a few events booked up that I'm going to in the near future. I'm going to... got one comedy show booked up for next year, which I'm rather looking forward to. I'm going to see a musical about a month before then. So, yeah, I've got a few things to look forward to. But I don't need something regularly. I just need something in the diary that I go, yep, I'm looking forward to that thing. I can look forward to going to see a show in London for 6 months quite happily. That's enough for me to go, yep, I have something to look forward to, I'm happy. Don't need to go every weekend or just occasionally, and I want to be able to look forward to it. Just by taking the edge off of this hillside, I want to have a look at how much better it looks. I need another block off. Sure, that can go as well. And again, this is still just...
Hello, my baby. Rough. Hello, my honey. Hello, my
welcome, Nelda. How are you doing this fine and lovely Thursday? You think it's Friday? Or wishing? I'm not sure. This bit definitely needs to come off, so take this off here. And I can chip into the hair a bit. My birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Wolfie. I mean...
Happy birthday!
I mean, if I'm going to say it, I should do it properly. I hope you had a fantastic time. And you had cake. If you didn't have cake, it was not a proper birthday. Go fix that. Buy cake. It's tradition. Can't have a birthday without cake. Even if you don't like cake, you have to. It's the law. I said I was going to... No. Yay! Minecraft crashed. I love Minecraft. Minecraft is great. It's not me. Well, it might be me, but it only seems to happen on Bedrock. Someone's just asked me if I want to fight with her at some point. Yay, lol. Yes, with her. Alador says I had a doctor's appointment at noon, 14 minutes ago. Got there at 11:45 and was out the door by noon. Wow. That's unusual. Oh, I've just opened up Java by mistake. Let me fix... Wrong Minecraft. Had breccia, muffin gun in it. Sort of small cake. I mean, sure, why not? Bedrock, that'll work better. See, whenever I have an appointment for something, I end up arriving early because I hate to be late. I feel bad if I'm late for something because I feel like people are waiting on me. Bad enough when I'm 1 or 2 minutes late for stream. I feel really, really bad for that. But then doctor's appointments, yeah, I'm always early. And then inevitably they're normally late. Let's just throw this in here to be dealt with later. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm going to eat the chicken. Got blood tested. Blood test results. And then the doctor handed me them and said, I have no clue what any of this means. Great. Did he hand it over and say, your guess is as good as mine? To which you go, it shouldn't be. Sheephead. Well, there's the hole that the creeper blew me up in. Or blew up when it blew. You know what I mean. I did first wrong title, now wrong game. Not wrong game. Wrong version. Right game. It's not quite the same as wrong game. I would still be in the correct category on Twitch because Twitch it's just Minecraft. It doesn't care. Alright, this bit needs to be trimmed off. So let's go from here. I'm gonna go kind of diagonally across. Probably all gonna come down, but if I just choose this section. We can then always chop off that bit later. But I want to taper it down to the water. My allergist ordered them. Okay. Hello! I saw you this time! No creeping up on me! I'm not entirely sure how the bamboo broke there. But you know. Minecraft. It's weird. Does weird things. I'm just out here harvesting my... Hey! I'm harvesting here! Rude. Rude. There we go. Started the fight. And yes, I should be sleeping. My money's on the zombie. Oh, maybe not. Hello! Ow! I was wrong. It's all good. All good in the hood. Hello! Ow! Now we sleep. I'm very fortunate not to have any allergies, to my knowledge. I mean, I haven't tested everything yet. And allergies change over time. But as far as I know, no allergies. Yet. We're going to throw the bamboo in here because it's handy to have, and it was all sitting there waiting to be harvested, so why not? If I harvest it, I have bamboo for when I need it. And a sheep head. Which can go in here with all my other mob heads. Avdor says, I didn't think I did, then found out my list went from 0 to 20 to include dogs. Yee. I mean, that gets you out of looking after other people's dogs, I suppose. Oh, sorry, I'd love to look after your dog, but, you know, allergies. To which they say, but you have dogs. That's not the point. I know it's hard enough living at home. This looks good. This looks safe-ish. I don't like the looping. It's very, very annoying and terrifying. When I hear them teleport, I'm thinking, he's after me! He's not. I've been good this time. I have done no harm to them. Or even looked at them. Both of which are apparently equally bad, and they hate you for doing either. Aladar, when were you? When were you? When were you is an interesting way of phrasing it, and I suppose it technically works. When were you when you first became aware that you were allergic to something? What I meant to ask was, what age were you when you discovered your first allergy? Because I know allergies can come from anywhere, and sometimes they're caused by other events. I think Lyme's disease is one that can trigger allergic reactions to other things that weren't there before, but I could be wrong. I think there's some evidence that it can cause allergies to occur or develop. And also, that's why I say that I'm aware of and currently, because I know that they can occur at any point in life, and so I'm very appreciative that I don't have any yet, and I appreciate every day that I continue to not have any. Wake up in the morning, go lick a dog, and then go, yep, I'm still not allergic to them, I'm okay. It's how I test. It's how everyone's supposed to test, right? If not, Jasmine must be really curious as to why I lick her in the morning. Just right up between her eyes. That's a lie, I don't lick the cat. Now my allergies are severe or cause anaphylaxis, thank you. Just some congestion or ant bites cause a large well. Eee. Yeah, to my knowledge, I've never been bitten by an ant, and so I don't know. Again, why I say I don't know. None that I know of. Wow, just like that, we've taken off a big area. Well, a bit. A start. Pick up these blocks. I wanted to have a look at those bits. Let's use this viewing platform over here. Very kind of Phantom to build this so I could sit here and look. Yeah, that's an improvement. Sort of. What I'm thinking is that this kind of rolls up, and we have raised bit here, it'll then drop off in the middle, and then back up to the hole. But again, it's all rough sketching, and the main thing is I need to remove blocks. And we can do the shaping of it later. But if I can chip away at it and shape at the same time, it makes sense to do so. And shovel. See, I do know how to use one. Despite what my wallpaper says. Darling. Curse you, Bedrock, and your auto. So on Java, if I middle click a block for pick blocking, it will pick that block and it will put it in the first available slot that is not a tool. So it go here. Bedrock, on the other hand, nope, it goes in whichever slot you're currently over. Which is fine if you're used to that. I'm just not used to it, so I instinctively middle click and end up with stone instead of my pickaxe. And I can't middle click to get the pickaxe back. I'm allergic to stupid, that count. And how do you survive in here? With me? I am pretty stupid. In fairness to me, I often go live after, being awake for 12 hours and doing a lot of work. And so my brain is like jelly. when I go live. But still, I bring the stupid. I feel so far behind on this season because I just struggled to get on the server for so long, and then everyone else did amazing things so quickly. In the first week I was off because I had other commitments and I couldn't get on. And then I got on finally, and there was already things like that. That massive build was there before I got on the server a week into the season. So I had done all the other things and then built that. And then my first step was to build a hole in the ground. You stupid? Nah. Derp, yes, that's a given. Oh, thanks. I think being told that I'm not stupid is a compliment, and I'm taking it. I'm going to put it on the poster. Right underneath a picture of me, it's going to say, "Not stupid," and then Wolfie. Yeah, quote, like all movie posters used to have. I don't know if they do that anymore. I have not seen quotes on a movie poster for a long time. Used to see it like Esquire says, best classic movie of the genre for decades. Okay. An instant classic, says FX. Whatever the magazine was. Was it FX? Can't have been FX because that's Fox. But you know what I mean. Posters used to say what critiques have said about the film. Now, enjoy the rest of your stream with a bag. Take care. Oh, you're going to do the thing. The thing. Gotcha. Enjoy. Take care. And leaving a like very, very much appreciated. Nip over this way. I am seeing how far out that is and how steep it goes there. That'll need to be fixed. But that's okay. Because even if that needs to be fixed, this still needs to come out. Like an ingrowing toenail. It needs to come out. Now it's Rotten Tomatoes, which I still don't get. In what way you don't get? So Rotten Tomatoes is... They have two different ratings. There's critique review, or critical review, and they have audience review. And they sometimes line up. But often they are far apart. So the critiques might say that a film is, 10% good. And then the audience go, oh, we love it. It's stupid. It's slapstick, but we enjoy it. Which goes to show the difference between what the audience enjoy and what the critiques call a good film are not always the same thing. Okay, I'm at the point where I probably need to empty my pockets soon, but I think I can do this little bit. So tomatoes are good then. So it's called Rotten Tomatoes, and it's you get a percentage from there. And they do have classifications for it. So for example, if it's less than 20%, it's called rotten. So Rotten Tomato is normally bad, but they don't measure things really by that. It's more about the percentage. So you get a score out of 100. And there are films on Rotten Tomatoes that have got a perfect 100, but I think they are few and far between. It's like 3 or 4 films of all time that have had 100% Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to sleep, however. I'm going to cut this tree down first. And this one. Just because I want some birch. And I have the axe now. But while I unload my pockets and then go downstairs to sleep. Do another chest. Boop. Boop. And that can be just stone. As I was saying, while this is going in, trees are despawning and we'll get saplings on the ground. Hello, good day. Ow. That XP if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And we sleep. Always thought it was slag off stroke Mickey. Oh right, Mickey take to a movie, TV series a bad way. Sorry, I'm not Look, the farm's working. Now, out of curiosity, I was expecting mobs to have a preference between the fire and the wither roses, so I could see witches going to the fire and then just having a potion, fire resistance potion. But it looks like they're landing and just standing. I'm gonna have a look downstairs. Wow, gunpowder. Nice. Rotten flesh can come out. And string. Everything else will stay. But yeah. I don't mind rotten tomatoes. It's just... it's not a fair way of looking at whether a film is good by seeing whether it's a... Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Looking at a score on Rotten Tomatoes is not a fair way of, or a good way of knowing whether you will enjoy a film. There are films that have been rated poorly on there that I've enjoyed. It's just down to your taste. So if there is a film that's very niche and very few people would enjoy it, but you are one of those few people, it might be your favourite film ever. So the score is just down to what the chances are of you enjoying it. It's like, oh, 15% of people really liked it, in which case you might be one of the 15%. Or you might be part of the 85%. It's more likely you're part of the 85%. But it doesn't mean that it's not worth checking out. Check it out, see whether you like it. Let's zip over here. This is an improvement. It's getting there. Chipping away. And again, we'll continue to chip away, and that's the whole point. This bit down here, however, I think wants to be removed. Although how I go about doing that, there's an argument for sealing it off just in here and lighting it up. Oh, a conduit effect because someone's got a conduit nearby. And by someone, I probably mean Groover. But yeah, this area could easily be separated out. Remove the water, light it up, cap it off. And I know exactly where I want. I can't press F to take things out of my offhand. There. Where I can get some sponges. I don't need many. Groover. I'm taking a stack. I don't need a stack, but a stack is easier for me to track off. Before we head down there, let's make sure I've got a little bit of stone as well. Oh, there's a conduit over there. Okay. So I got a conduit on each side. Good. Zach stole the stack. It's borrowed. I need to do this area. It's relatively small. And a stack is a nice number to be able to keep track of. I should also probably light up as I go. While I get deeper into this dark hole. Stole. Also, welcome in, Zug. I mean, I said lost, but okay. Oh, Zach lost. Good point, you did say that. I haven't lost them yet. I probably will, but that's not happened yet, and I can't be told off for things that haven't happened quite yet. You can tell me off in 3 minutes when I've lost one. DC, welcome in. That's just cruel. Thank you for reminding me of that one time that I got killed by a dragon. It's only happened once. Yet, I like that you're confident. Well, I'm not claiming that it definitely won't happen. But I don't recall ever losing a sponge. In all seriousness, I don't think I've ever lost one. Oops. Parkour. That one's taken down. It's going to go down. See, I have a few habits that I do when I'm using sponges. And it involves always having a round number so it's easier to count. Ow! See, perfect. There's 62. If I just take care of this one. This one. I've used 9 sponges and they're now wet, but I'll dry them out in a moment. Let's pop a torch down there. I want to build the floor up a couple blocks below so I can then chip into it without having to backfill. So saying that, this is the minimum height here anyway. I don't want to be any lower than the sea because that seems wrong. Do that, we're all good. Let's go put the sponges back. I mean, I might need to borrow them again, but for now, good. And let's just grab that. Whoops. Ah, bamboo goes in here. Sponges go in here. Or return them. Thank you, Aladar. Dang it, I was hoping for a cruel one. Good to see you, DC. How you doing? When are we going to hang out some? Aladar, I appreciate your style. And your hard-earned channel points. I mean, you could use those channel points in so many ways. And there's like diamond redemptions, but no, you want to use them on making sounds? Wonderful. Saves me going mining for diamonds. Obviously, the diamond deposit is on Java, so I'd have to launch that up, but that's easy enough done. Or I say, I owe you one, you have to remind me later. I contemplated setting up my channel point redemptions so they work differently depending on what game I'm playing, but I haven't got around to it. I'd be busy. If I found time, I'd edit the video that I started 2 months ago. Legitimately, 2 months ago. Life's been busy. Other things keep getting in the way. I have enough work to keep me busy all weekend. I shouldn't be streaming and I shouldn't be going out, but I will be because I need to for my sanity, or what's left of it. Miss Dragon and I are going out shopping on Saturday because I'd like a suit. I have a suit. but I'd like a new one. Look for dinner? Enjoy your dinner. I'm down to 119k. What are you going to do? Panic! My biggest problem with the sponges is that I don't know where they go if they're not in the furnace, so I may just put a chest down. And reassure Groover that I didn't lose any promise. However, the words "I didn't lose any sponges, I promise" sound very much like I lost some sponges, but you may not notice. So I'm hoping if I just pretend that all went well, I'm off the hook. Which is not the case. I did not lose any sponges, but it sounds like I did. It's like telling people that you're a nice guy. Like, why do you feel the need to tell me? The fact that you said that you're nice makes me question whether you are indeed a nice guy. Freestone! It's getting dim. Where are you going? Nice try! I'm already safe. Ish. I'm gonna need a shulker box. Just for stone. Gonna need several. There's an argument for stonemasons entering them away, but I tell everyone I'm a butt, but no one believes me at first. Really? I mean, it sounds very plausible to me. Sorry, that was rude. I didn't mean it. Doug, in all seriousness, you seem lovely. And thank you for using your hard-earned channel points on trolling me. Through here, head over this way. See, that's looking slightly better. Ah! Drowned! Drowned! Oh, I'm safe. Haha! I gave JC all of my ore. So I shall recoup it. That and killing sheep gets me XP. And food! And I like XP and food. Especially if it's lamb. I don't often get to enjoy lamb. Mr. Dragon doesn't like the smell or the taste. So we don't get it. Hence, when we go out for a restaurant, I will often have lamb if it's available. So satisfying. Ooh. Infantry! I like farming birch. It's easy. Everything's reachable. As opposed to oak, where sometimes they grow like a monster. And spruce, that can grow very tall. Or be stingy with its saplings. Birch, lovely. This needs chipping off. Like so. Hello, drowned. There's two! I'm still confused as to why there's grass down there. That seems odd. Minecraft be weird. Okay, conjure effect. Conjure effect. I am so confused by conjurers. They make no sense. How do I get haste from a conjure when I'm on land? Bedrock. Flying away. Spinning around. Source of progress. This bit needs trimming off, so we'll work over here instead. I think there's another cave over here that we will need to cover up. Or... there's two options here. Either this bit gets filled in, or we have just a little bit that sticks out over there. I think I'd go for the little bit sitting over there. Spitting out a little bit. Yeah, that's the answer. Howdy, neighbour. Howdy, Phantom. I've been using your base. It's very useful. Nice little perch for me to stand on. Just doing a little bit of digging, chipping away. Nothing major. The easy part of landscaping. Doesn't require much thought. Just this bit looks too big. I shall cut it down. So I'm chipping away at things. Could I use a beacon? Probably. I mean, I have the ability to beacon. But then I'd be mining too quickly and my brain wouldn't be able to keep up. So I'm not. I will do it my way. This is all coming down, so let's just get rid of this layer. No idea what it's going to end up looking like. I'm just taking off the bits I do know. Then I need to work out texturing. This is all new for me. I do geometric shapes mostly in Minecraft, or that's what I'm most known for. Not landscaping and natural looking stuff, but I'm trying my hand. I will get as far as I can, and if I need help, I've got cool people on the server that I can reach out to. Speaking of which, if anyone isn't familiar with Phantom, see that name in chat? Phantom Lim 520. I don't know why 520. I need to ask. Give a follow. I'm doing dishes and cleaning. Aren't your fingers wet? Doesn't that make typing hard? I mean, that's clearly a silly question. Of course not. Clearly not. If it did, you wouldn't be here. Phantom Blim was taken. But why 520? Is that your birthday? Is your birthday the 20th of May? I'm using logic. Questionable logic, but logic nonetheless. Can't deny there is some logic in that. I don't think I've ever had a number in my username. Been quite lucky because ZactheDragon is unique enough most of the time. You can call it Phantom Day if you want. I'll take that as a yes. My powers of deduction is... I'm good at this game. And for my next trick, I'm going to guess your password. Actually, it's going to be difficult to guess your password. I don't know what your dog's name is. Or cat. Poor baby, as soon as just sneezed about 20 times in a row. Did you say bless you to the cat? Just checking. Important I know. I need to know. Did you say, of course. Good. Good human. Good human. Might be a cat, might not understand the words bless you, but it's important to make an effort. Regardless of whether the cat appreciates it or not. The cat doesn't appreciate it because it's a cat. Remember how I repaired my pickaxe earlier? Look at the durability, it's dropping off. Don't make them like they used to. I remember the good old days when pickaxes were made of strong, sturdy stuff and they lasted for years. It's a lie. I remember the days where mending wasn't a thing and the world was finite, and so I lived using iron pickaxes because they were renewable. Now, diamond pickaxes are renewable. And yet, even though they are completely renewable, we still insist on mending them rather than making another one. You'd think with how easy it is to buy the enchantments, you would just go, just make another one. Make another. Less effort than mending. But no. We insist on keeping good old faithful going as long as possible. Don't let it retire. Keep working. Yeah, this is going to have to be dug in a bit. Go over to here. And then out a bit. I know I have done this before. I remember doing this because I used to. I remember doing a build where I was very proud on how natural the landscaping looked. But it's so many years ago that I can't remember where. I have to say, I much prefer geometric. I can know my lines, be sure of it, and build it exactly how I want it. First time, every time. Well, this we're guessing and chip it away and then go, no, I don't like it, chip away a bit more. Right. Sleep time. Oh, let me save. Save the sheep. Save the sheep. My sheep to kill. That's fun. Right, we sleep. That's another hole that I need to clear out of water and probably light up. Before we do that, let's throw junk in here. That's not junk. That is. Boopy boop boop. And sleep. Just notice how dim my touch portal is. I was using my touch portal, or iPad, whilst Mrs. Dragon was away. She borrowed my laptop. She borrowed it. And so I didn't have it for a week and a bit, which meant that I wasn't able to watch videos on it. I would typically watch a YouTube video while sitting in the bath, just having a soak. And then I couldn't, so I had to use my iPad for it, which was a nightmare to get it to sit at the right angle that I could see it from in the tub. And scary because I thought it was going to fall over. But then because I was using that instead of my laptop, well, I had to turn the brightness down. When I sneeze, the cat looks at me funny. Yep, that cats do that. What on earth is wrong with you? Weird human. So, drinking. Important. Have a look in the hole. I've had mobs spawning in here, so I probably need to avoid that happening. Best way I can think of doing it is removing the water, putting torches down, and capping it. So let's grab the 9 sponges from in here. So we have a stack of Groover's torches. Because I'm not stealing them, I'm just using them. We have 56 torches. This area is wide, but not too wide, so we should be able to do this. Let's start with a couple of torches at this height. How is Jazz, by the way? She's good. She's by the window for the moment. I heard children go past and go, ah! And then I heard a cat noise go, brrr. So she's good. Sponge! Up here. Place it down. Torch. Torch. Over. And sponge. If I place too many torches, it's not a huge cost. I'm not that worried about efficiencies. Ooh. And clearing this water will be beneficial for my mob farm. JC kindly sent me over the X-ray pack, which is X-ray for mobs, so you see mobs through walls. And I was surprised by how many of the nearby spawning spaces were being taken up by drowned. Including ones in here. So removing this, or adding light to it, good way to fix that. Ooh. I'm going to have a quick look in here. Is this the outside or is this underwater? This is definitely underwater. Definitely. Oh no, this okay. So we're not going to clear all of that. That's over here. Get some air. What I'm going to do is just have a quick look over this way because I'm curious. I'm also about to drown, but you know. Light. I wish the ability to see came in quicker. Can't get far. Can't see far. We're okay. Could I use Aqua Affinity? Yeah. Ooh. I found diamonds. This was not on my list of things to do today, but I'm not complaining. Air, please. I hear some skeletons dying, which could be in my mob farm. This is not the way. Can't see a thing. Nope. fine. Because that drown doesn't come and get me, it's fine. Woo. Huh? What? What the? Where is? Where are we? Why is it lit? Head round. What is underneath my island? Interesting. I must have been there before. Clearly. Right, we were clearing this. So let's go down, clearing sponges as we go. There I'm looking for 13 sponges. So we'll see how we do. Okay. Surprised that one went into my inventory. That seemed quite a distance away. 6, 7, 8. 9. I can get out of this hole. I can. Put it up. What up? Okay, that worked. 10, 11, 12, 13. Get rid of this. Put a torch down. And we can... Ow! My face. But I'm okay! I haven't lost any of river sponges. Bamboo. And of course it's raining. And let's put the rest of the sponges in here. I'm not holding on to them, just in case anything were to happen. Not that it would, but you know, just in case. I'm tempted to fill this in, but I could wait until I've done the rest of the digging. Right, this is too steep. Like that. This needs digging in, that needs digging in more. Okay, got it. We also could do with some sleep. Just in case anyone happens to be on the server and wants to sleep for me. Chio. Although she did come on earlier and say AFK. I'm assuming she's AFK for some resource. No idea what she needs. Let me take myself out of full screen and have a quick look, see if I have any DMs. Or if anyone's responded on... Nope, no one's offered me my 11 wither roses. 11! That's what I wanted. Make this farm just look cooler. You know, it works. It's fine. It's fine. Bear with. Next. Diamond ore. Eat. Clear a little bit of stone in my inventory. And we continue digging. We've got plenty of durability, really. As I was saying, this bit needs to be dug in. No point fighting the shape of the ocean here. Best to embrace it. Just clipping off things. Again, this all needs digging down. Start with this ledge bit. I'll staircase it down one block at a time and then go from there. Could have just picked an island that was already relatively small and flat, but nope. I didn't do that. I said, sure, I'll take that island. Not the shape I want it. There were other islands. Including wizards over there. I could have had that. I could have. Fool. I'd like to have it relatively flat, but we'll start with a steep incline. We can always change it to shallow it out. Just a matter of removing more blocks. There. Let's get this round. And I'm hoping when I do all of this, I'm not going to accidentally break into my storage room. I'd rather not rebuild it. I could, but I don't want to. I quite like where it is. I want to keep it there. If I can. Never a guarantee, but if I can. Again, chipping off. Fill that one back in. Moving is a pain. Yep. Especially as that would include the entire mob farm. If I found that I needed to do anything, what I'd do is just build up the ocean more up here. So I'd landscape that up. I'd like to avoid it. Landscaping underwater is very, very painful, as I'm sure you're aware. I have the feeling you have done landscaping underwater. Hard work. It takes a while. And the bigger the area, the more work. While it seems like a fair bit here, you go, yeah, but out there, this whole island is so much bigger when you go down 5 or 6 blocks. It's low, or like 10, 15. Yeah, this is quite steep at the moment. But again, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Take this over here. So it juts out here a bit. It's going to end up a bit back up this way. Close up. No, we're a little bit close to it, but it's not a problem. Realistically, we drop down into the storage area. I'm pretty sure the height of the storage is above water. So we'll be fine. Gets out of hand quickly. Yep. Wicking? Walking, talking, G.I. Joe. I can see the name now. It's now clicked in my head. It took far too long for my brain to get that. I'm like, walking? And then look at the second bit and go, oh, talking. And suddenly the walking makes much more sense. Welcome in, and thank you very much for the follow. Hugely appreciated. That's a little bit better already. This off, and this way. Back here. I want this, that taken off. Get rid of this. Sure, why not? That can be like that. It's probably going to be quite a slowing climb, but I need to do that so it looks a little bit natural even if it's steep, and I can then shallow it off later. That looks a little bit better. This needs the same treatment. Just about shaving off a few blocks here, a few blocks there. I'm working at it. Again, this fence doesn't need to be here. However, what will happen is I want a beach shack on this area of the island, and I want to be able to drop down into storage. So there will be the house over that bit, but what part of the house is to be determined. Rid of this. Strip this back. Castle. And throw some junk in here. I was originally saying just stone in this chest. I have changed my mind, as you can tell. I'm unloading. I can move things later. Alright, zip up. Spin round. Very lumpy, but it's getting there. Hello? Yep, that's how I greet all visitors to my island. I learned that from Phantom. Phantom shoots me for no reason. Well, fairness, I shot him first, but just to get him to look at me. So he was aware that I was there. Yeah. That's how you decide how to murder people. Yeah, that's up to you. I'm going to need to stop and pause for one moment because it says it is now dark in my office and I need to turn a little bit of lighting on. I'm not straining my eyes in the dark. 1 second. I did more than turn the light on. I also stroked the cat. She was curled up on the chair and then lifted up her head towards me as I walked past. Jasmine is such a cute cat. Oh. Okay, she might be walking over this way. Problem, I pique the interest of the cat and then she'll want cuddles. While I'm streaming, doesn't she know that I'm playing Minecraft? Wow. Can't get over how big an area Groover's dug out. Although, that bit looks very funky. I'm assuming something's gone wrong. But I'm not entirely sure what. Ah, is it the kelp Is the kelp growing here? It's not ideal. Don't tell him. just ejected me out onto the chest, and then I slid off. Wait, what's down there? Nope, none of my business. None of my business. Get rid of this little bit of stone and dirt and have this side look a little better. I want that across. This bit can go. Wonderful. And oh. Got it. This is quite steep over here. For this. That seems okay. This, on the other hand, needs to be a bit more. And again, this needs to come down. Oh, 2 blocks. Want to go into the water gently. That will not do. No, this will do. Worry about this side later. Focus on this bit. Chipping away 1 block at a time. I'll get the shape. And I get to have the shape while having cool company in chat, so thank you. And it's nice to be on TB for a change. I've spent a lot of time on Dragon's Lair. And part of that is because I felt inspired to be on Dragon's Lair. There's been so many projects that I want to do and get done. But then it comes at the TB misses out because of it. Kruger! Welcome in, Awinch. Already have. And I haven't lost any yet. I mean, that's worthy of praise. He should thank me for not losing his stuff. He should. Hey Winge, unfortunately all of the places have been taken, but you are still an awesome member of the community and I very, very much appreciate you coming here and it's good to see you. How are you doing today? What have you been up to? Tell me about the stuff, the things, and the Hoojuba flips. I shall be slightly more careful. Don't actually think I've ever lost a sponge. And I've been playing Minecraft for many years. The only time I may have lost a sponge is if I lost my essential shulker. I don't recall ever doing that, but if I did. Pretty sure I didn't lose sponges. The only essential shulker I lost was on this server. I didn't have sponges when I did so, to my knowledge. It's the only time I lost an essential one. Now, I'm very well, thank you. Just chipping away at stuff on TB today. There is land mass, and needs to be slightly less of it, so I'm resolving that matter by digging it away. because we flattened the area up top until we got to this height. So there was lots taken off the top, but I now need to go around the outsides and just trim away at it until it looks naturalish. So you see this is tapered down a little bit. I'm doing it very, very slowly, and I'm quite happy to do it, just a little bit at a time and not have to worry about it. Just go, yep, this bit looks a little bit overdone, so I want to reduce it so it's not so severe. Oh, hello, Jess. One moment. Oh, cat was nudging at my shins. Hello. She's now on my lap. Just checking in. Yeah. One second. She demands attention. Yeah. Getting used. No, I'm not getting used. The cat, but so she will come over and nudge me, which is code for I want some attention. And normally the attention is just I want you to stroke me while I need the blanket for a bit. So she sits on the sofa and kind of scratches a little bit of the blanket as she nuzzles in, and she just settles down. I want this to be trimmed off, even though it means turns underwater, but it feels... Ah! Ah! That was not nice of you. I did not enjoy that. Well, I did not get a trident, but that's okay. I'll try your trident next time. Ooh, I have a trident. Could it? JC was setting up her shop. I don't think it's set up yet. I quite like the idea of having a trident. Partly for flying, but mostly, if I'm honest, because loyalty is a thing and it's quite fun. Cow! Sheep! I get cooked food out of it, get a little bit of XP. It's a win-win-win. We had an incident earlier on stream, and it involves this hole over here. And a creeper that I thought was a sound alert. Up and away. It's getting there, it's getting there. Very gradual. I want to continue over this side because this is still too steep here. I got distracted. Take this off. Take this back. Take this back. That seems okay. Poor pups. Ah, I got the XP for it. Zach exploding is fun. Might be fun for you. Not much fun for me. You too. Hey, the more wolves I have on the island, the less sheep there are. And other mobs, which give me XP. Right. But see, it's getting there. I want to shape the outside And then I can shape the middle of the island because I want 2 raised bits. This feels fine. This feels fine. This, on the other hand, is not. This is not fine. We'll go around the outside. Come up with at least a first level, and then we can go from there. So this comes off. That goes back in. Thank you. Do that. This steps in at least a little bit. Go from there. Cats scare the XP away. Not seeing you raise the sword at that kitty. I mean, thanks, Village. You mean the creepers away from the bit that I need to be safe? Yes, they do. You are quite right. I'm on fire! I'm okay. It's fine. The more I repeat it's fine, the more it is true. Inventory, yeah, we got plenty. Okay, I might need to do a little pit stop, but we're okay. Again, none of this is final. Can we ban a phrase? Why? Is the phrase "this is fine"? Is that the phrase you're thinking of banning? Because I don't actually say it that often. I was just saying it for effect by repeating it. It's not something I normally say. Is it? Is it? Don't know anymore. Either way, this is fine. Time to put stuff down. In your pop. Boop boop boop. Keep. Throw. We're all good. And continue. My shovel is in need of fixing. Very, very much in need of fixing. I think I have another shovel. I do, but it's not mending. However, probably warrants putting mending on it. So we'll use the shovel and repair the pick whenever possible. I think it would be fine, but it would be hard to trick you to say it. But also, mine is too short. That'll work. Why would you want to trick me to say anything? That's just mean. But it just seemed like something you would do. Take these out. Partly because I want the wood. Partly because we'll be working on this bit over here shortly. So this needs to go. Right, let's continue this round. Not that. This, give me that. Give me 1 second. Let me just check something. Oh, we're good. When I finish streaming tonight, I am a taxi. Often, I go live when Mrs. Dragon is away. But today, she's only away until a certain time this evening, so I have to collect her. Which means my end time may be dictated by when she is ready. Or I may finish and then have a cup of tea, sit down with the cat. Yeah, why would you do that for funsies? Oh, fair point. I'm glad you enjoy it. Glad you enjoy any part of my stream. Again, this is not the final shape, it's just a start. I know at least this bit wants to come off, so I'm doing it. Shovels are fun, they work so quickly. It's so efficient. Doesn't mean I have dirt everywhere. Well, that just means I've made progress. Take this bit off. Oh, that also probably needs clearing. We'll get to that shortly. This is already partly cut down. Or naturally the shape that I want, I suppose. Or close enough to it. Right, pockets are full. Hunger bar. Just need to get over there, unload the pockets, then get back so the dirt doesn't despawn, because dirt is very valuable, have you know. Not like it's infinitely renewable and we have loads of it. Well, apart from the fact that it is, but you know what I mean. Sure. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Do you want that? I'm eating roasty cod. Dirt, please. And sand. Sand is very important. I don't want sand to despawn. Sand is much more valuable. Technically renewable, but also more annoying. You end up with dirt and plenty of it just from digging out places. Sand, on the other hand, people end up decimating deserts in order to get enough of it. All this stuff. This needs to go. This needs to go. Already, just from taking the edge off here, this feels better. Milo, welcome in, good to see you. How are you doing this fine and lovely day? And what are you up to? If you don't mind my asking. If you do mind my asking, tell me, mind your own business, Zach. Nothing to do with you. How dare you? But you know, if you want to share. Looking better. I need to figure out this bit. I think it's just going to be a matter of covering it up. Let's dig around here first. This needs to be a wide bit near the water. And this will probably be filled in as well. Let's do that. Go from there. Chill. Excited for tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Minecraft live tomorrow? No. That'd be Saturday. Or is it tomorrow? Okay. This is deep. And worth lighting up? Or clearing out? I need air. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, phantoms. It only links up in one small bit. Done my exams for them. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Yeah, exam time is stressful and busy, and getting to the end of it, it's a relief. I think we're just going to cover it up for now. If things start spawning in there, we can deal with it later. That goes like that. Make this a little bit wider here. Definitely wider over this bit. Switch that. Are you happy with how the exams have gone, or stressed? Are you relaxed? Sometimes you can feel prepared for them, and then it's just a matter of getting it done. But in the meantime, it's just hard work. It's like, yep, I've got to be on top of things and make sure I'm well slept, and just looking forward to having it done, so you don't have to think about it anymore. And other times it's stressful. So happy to see you stream. Oh, thank you. I tried to stream regularly. I've been fairly consistent over the years. Just the last few weeks have been a bit difficult. I'm glad you found time to join us. Very, very much appreciated. It means a lot that anyone looks forward to my streams. Or just a playing it. Playing some silly games and chilling out playing Minecraft it's a good way to spend my evening. I've done a stressful job today, and now I'm unwinding with cool people. Well, and Average. Exam was hell. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you passed it. Well, you know what I mean, not past the exam, I mean past doing it. You know what I meant. Dylan, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Moo! I mean, welcome in. Just remembered I was a cow. I have no armor at the moment, so I figured I might as well wear a cow head. So, you know, there's that. How was stream today? Tell me about the stuff and the things. What were you up to? And how you doing? It's Dylan, Russell, and friends. Welcome in. Glissy-lass? Hang on. Glissy-lass? Please let me know. How am I doing it? You're moving right. Thank you. Let's not do the puns. At first it's all fun and games, then you realise that I'm milking it. It's not worth it. We are on the TP server today, and I am digging blocks. This island was a little bit hilly, and what I want to do is shape it so it's a little bit nicer. Lass is easier though. Oh yes. Do you mind if I say go by Lass? It'll make it a lot easier for me. There's flattening in prep for flat block art. Ooh. So Minecraft. Gotcha. You've been playing different things lately. Was no guarantee that you were in Minecraft today. There was other games you've been playing. Or another game that you've been playing that I know of. Although, I'm sure there's other things as well. And fantastic Sherlock Fox Walkbin. Sorry, your message. I glanced at it and went, oh, it's Dylan. But no! It wasn't Dylan doing that message. It was fantastic Sherlock Fox. How dare I not realise? Welcome in. I'm just shaving off areas so I can get a feel for the shape of the island, and then we'll texture it later. But the main thing is getting the shape first, and then we can do block replacement. I want it to be hilly but not too hilly, and have peaks but not too many peaks. This is still too steep, but at least it feels a little bit more reasonable. Did I leave a block in the tree? I did. Fix that. And use slacks build. So I've just trimmed off the edges. It feels a bit better. This is still too steep here, so we're going to go back in. This is probably going to end up one block lower there anyway, but we'll see. That bit, that's what I want to work on currently. You're right though, Zach. I break my 3 back-to-back days up by having something non-Minecraft in the middle. Are you always on the same 3 days a week? I've never put it together and figured that out. I just see you live when I happen to see you live. Never paid attention to what your schedule might be. My schedule changes week to week just based on other commitments, what I'm needed for, where I'm needed, whether I can get away from those commitments for a few days. I will typically do 3 streams a week, but what days they fall on vary a little bit. Very rarely do I stream on a Monday, for example, or practically never do I stream on a Tuesday. But Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays are all possible, but they mix up week to week. Right, let's empty my pockets so I'm not letting this stuff despawn. For now, yes, it used to be different, but other stuff like national holidays and scout camps keep it. Scout camp. I want those. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. All the random junk is in the chest for me to deal with later. Ah, sorry. I couldn't mute in time. I apologise. What's your schedule? I'm sad to miss your streams. Okay, Dad. We'll get to the 58 months in a moment. I need to answer the question before I forget. Your stream, your schedule. I'm sad to miss your stream. So, Milo, I typically post my schedules on Mondays, and they are posted on the Discord, Twitter, and Blue Sky. So you can follow on any of those platforms, and you will see my schedules. The last couple of weeks hasn't been possible because we've had a lot of family things going on. Unfortunately, we had a death in the family, and so things have been a bit busy. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. You didn't want to hear that. But I will be back to posting my schedules soon. Very sorry to hear that. Thank you, fantastic. And thank you for the bless you. So I'll be posting my schedules probably in the next couple of weeks. We'll start doing it again regularly. But most typically I go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays. 2 of those days. It's just a matter of which ones varies. But I'll be streaming today, tomorrow, and Sunday this week. There is no official schedule, but I post it in Discord. And even whilst I haven't had a proper schedule, I've been dating there where I go, yeah, I think I'll be able to stream on Thursday. Right, now back to the very noticeable resub. Hockey Dad, 58 months of subscription. You've been around for a very, very long time and given me a lot of support, and it's hugely appreciated. And it's so good to see you in chat. I know that life gets busy and it's not always possible for you to come in, but when you do, it's so good to see you, and I appreciate it. So thank you. Prayers for you and your family. Thank you, Dad. I've posted more details on Discord. I don't mind talking about it, but it's not something that I want to talk about on stream, mostly because for some people they might not want to be brought down by those sort of stories. They come here because they want to hang out and enjoy some Minecraft and chill. If you want to know more, there's information on Discord, and anyone's welcome to DM me if they wish. Whether that be to send good wishes or because they've got things that they need to talk about, either's fine. I'm always open for DMs. But while it's a sad time, we're in a good place. Just going through the motions. But here for that as well. Hopefully the business this doesn't won't go on for too long. Hopefully not. Happens. Minecraft Arctic, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. 10 viewers. That's a lot of new people that might not know who I am, so I should do that thing where I say hello and introduce myself. The problem is, how do I do it where people are impressed? Hang on, let me land on something. I'll land on something and be amazing. There's not really much here to land on. I'm just going to go up on to here. And then I can talk without worrying about the mobs being around here, because it's lit. Flawless landing! Welcome to MCA and welcome in all the raiders. Astrid the Brave. Ooh, I recognise that picture. That is a new... You've changed usernames just to confuse me. Welcome in. Good to see you. I'm often lucky you are, and it's very, very much appreciated. Welcome in, everyone. I am ZactheDragon. I am a variety streamer, although I do play a fair bit of Minecraft. I have a solo-ish world called Dragon's Lair, which is in Java. I invite friends to join me for projects and builds, and that's been going on just for a few months, but it's starting to look quite impressive. And I play on TB, which is obviously a Bedrock server, because it's truly Bedrock. We are on TB today, and I'm doing a little bit of work on this island. Before it was quite tall, and I cut it down to this height, and now just sculpting the outside a little bit so it feels less severe, getting it to the right shape before I get to the point of building. It'll be a while before I do that, because I need to shape it, texture it, and then I can build something over there. Kept it short and sweet tonight. September is a very rough month for me, so yeah, did some modded on a friend's server, experimenting with stuff. I have never played modded, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just because I don't want to as much as I want to play vanilla. And there's so many things I'm yet to do in vanilla Minecraft that I can't justify expanding my list of things in Minecraft, because I would just go, there's now twice as many things I haven't done yet. Mod is a rabbit hole, absolutely. I've got a good number of friends that play modded and play it a lot. My first real exposure to modded is really from spending time with Enigma. Meant to say Enigma. He's a Ramble Lifer. Was formerly a Lifecrafter with me. We then changed into Ramble Life. But he has always been a enjoyer of modded. And so I've witnessed a fair bit of modded from him. And I go, okay, there's a lot going on here. I can see the appeal. But also, I need to get my things done. And I don't find the time to do the bits that I already feel inspired to do. But it's a different angle of the same game. And there's a lot more from it. But I'm not bored of vanilla yet. I've done some modded. I did do, in fact, modded with Ozathoth and Witherbag. But vanilla's good for me. Boz, welcome in. What is that emote? Hype height. Okay. See, for my preview window that I currently have, the emotes are small enough that I can't always be sure what they are. I get a general idea, but then you go, is that a dog under a blanket? Oh. Welcome in. Ew, it's Bossington. I mean, that is the response Boz often gets. One, level 2, level 3. Wow. What? Are these new emotes that you've got, Pugmat? Also, Pug. Hi! Nice to see you. Smelly Pug. I feel hostility in the air. No hostility here. Take it outside. New September hype train emotes. Okay. I've had hype train emotes this month, but I have not had any of those ones. How goes? Things are going well. Get in there. There's mountains to climb, there's things to be done. Never-ending list. But progress has been made and we're getting there. I'm joining a building competition Sunday. I can't wait. Ooh. Milo, if you get involved in a building contest, what you should do is when you finish, you could take screenshots of it and share it on Discord, and I would very, very much like to see what you get up to. Wait, what the heck? Oh. What? Hockey Dad? 25 gifted subs. I may be a little bit broken. I was that came very much out of the blue. Thank you. Icy Boo, welcome in. You've just joined as a hype train has just started, and I'm maybe a little bit broken. Give me a second. Let me make sure I don't miss too many things in chat. Geo, hi. And thank you very much for that 100 bits of the choo-choo. If you want to join in with choo-choo,
for the sake of moments,
you don't have to give bits. You don't have to give subs. You can just do exclamation mark choo, and it makes a noise. It sounds good. Thank you, Siki, for the scary sounds. Also, welcome in, Siki. Hockey Dad just gifted 25 subscriptions. That is a long list of people that have been gifted. And many names I recognise and will appreciate them. If you are here and got gifted a sub, please be sure to say thank you to the lovely Hockey Dad, who not only has celebrated resubbing for 58 months to me today, has also gifted a lot of subs. So if you got access to my emotes from it, make sure you use it. Thank you very much. And Icy Moo, welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you for bringing over your lovely community. I'd only just finished introducing myself to the last raid, but I shall do it again. Hi, I'm Zach. I don't normally look like this because normally I look like this. I know you want me to put the head back on because that was a bit brutal. Excuse me, 1 second. Bad dog. Killed the sheep. Very, very mean. Right, as I was saying. I am a variety streamer, although I'm playing a lot of Minecraft, especially at the moment. I have many projects I work on. This is TB. It's a SMP of content creators building and playing in Bedrock. Hence, truly Bedrock. And there are some amazing people on the server. Why doggo? It killed the sheep. I mean, it's karma. Wolfie, good choice of emotes. JW, welcome in. No, the dog. Oh, sorry. But no, the sheep. The sheep was precious too. I mean, not that sheep, but still. Thank you for doing the command, Pugmat. There's more information on Truly Bedrock if you want to find out about other servers members. Go click on the link and you'll find all the stuff and the things. Right, as I was saying. Sorry. Lost in the brokenness. Sadly, got to raid and run. Time to go relax. Icy Move, thank you very much for being your people over. Go enjoy yourself, and thank you for coming over here. It's good to see you. I'll catch up later. MCA says, okay, Zach, I must lurk. Had a terrible day today in real life. I'm sorry. DMs are always open if you need to talk. Good night and good luck with the hype train. Good luck! I mean, it's a successful hype train. It's a level 6. Even if nothing else happens, it's a level 6 hype train. That's a huge deal. Did someone say sheep? No, there's no sheep. Why would sheep? What's wrong with the word sheep? No one's banned that word yet. Speaking of sheep, I forced Mrs. Dragon to play Minecraft a few days ago. Well, last weekend, maybe weekend before, and it's very slow work because she's not used to playing WSD and a mouse. She's played mostly controller-based games in the past, but she insisted on not killing any sheep. But you'll want a bed to avoid the mobs. I mean, you don't have to kill sheep. She decided not to. So far in her game, she has not killed a single mob, including food mobs, being living on berries. My hype and raid emotes are Jeb Street drawn by my daughter. Ooh. Okay, that's cute. I like it. Why were you forcing your wife to play Minecraft, Zach? There's no bueno. Because I wasn't really forcing. I was encouraging. She suggested that potentially one day she could join me playing Minecraft. I thought maybe we should have a little bit of a go where you can get used to the basics of walking around whilst I'm not streaming, and then we could potentially stream it someday. So that's the idea. Oh, Hype Trader's finished, parked at the station. If you got access to any new emotes, please be sure to share them. Thank you for all of the support. Again, Hockey Dad, thank you for a huge, huge amount of support. And Geo for joining in as well with the bits. And the raids. You're all amazing, and I'm very lucky. Here I am, playing some chill Minecraft, digging some stone, and then people come in and are awesome. So thank you. Oh, I got an emote. Wait a minute. You know how you showed me the ones that you got earlier? I am clap. Yes, I've got exceeded by a lot. I'd forgotten about that, to be honest. I had forgotten about that completely. I don't tend to mention sub goals or bits goals or things like that because I feel incredibly lucky that anyone joins me when I'm streaming, let alone when they give bits and subs. Alright, Pugmat, stop showing off. Actually, on second thoughts, continue to show off, it's fine. Right. This is too steep, so we need to take this down. I'm going to have a fly around shortly and figure out where I want to work on next. There's so many areas to dig down, but I'm better off choosing a spot. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. This is too steep over here, so let's get rid of this. It's also dark, and I should be sleeping. But I'm not. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh no, we're good. Again, checking for messages from Mrs. Dragon. I need to make sure I'm paying attention in case she goes, I'm ready for my taxi service. I can't leave her at the station on her own. That'd be rude. Hello. Oh, that didn't work very well. What is that? Oh. Gone. Geo and Groove. Oh, I thought Groove locked off. Shows what I know about stuff. Nothing. We're going to take this out. I heard that. And I didn't think it was a viewer this time. And even if I did, I still went, maybe I should walk in the direction I can see there isn't a creeper. Spinning. Yeah, get there. Let's just chill. A bit of dick. I've done so many streams lately where it's been complicated stuff. I feel like I have too much brain capacity spare. It's weird. I've never had spare brain capacity. Never. Right now I go, I'm not having to redstone. This is weird. Bring this over a little bit. Take this out. Realistically, this wants to be a bit wider over here. Right. Probably that wide. So at least here. How wide I want each kind of step up to be should really depend on the landscape around it. So some it feels right to have it steep like that. Where you've got this bit, because we've got water there and on the other side, a gradual up and gradual down feels more right to me. I can't even explain why. That's the problem. It just feels right. Sometimes you can understand why you know. Other times you just know. Like that. This is wrong. This needs to be a bit more. Like, clear my pockets are full and I need to empty them. Can't have my head despawning. Clear pockets. The other thing, as I said earlier, I want to link up this bit of water with that bit of water with a kind of lower bit in the middle. So we have it high up here and then dropping off. And then going back up over there. I've got to start kind of choosing a line for it. Back from taking small people to bed. Did they go willingly? Or was there some force required? Or encouragement? Gentle encouragement. That's the wording I need. Yep. Not force. Gentle encouragement. Or bribery. Black belt, maybe. Maybe a look. Maybe a certain tone of voice that says, you better go to bed. Or else. Take that off. Go here. Yeah, this feels right. When I just got back from looking at the secondary school he's going to into. Does the fact that it's in 2 years surprise you? Oh yeah, pockets empty. Empty pockets. Pick up stuff before despawns. Whenever I find, whenever I've had kids in my life, whether that's been nieces, nephews, or stepkids, doesn't really matter. It's always certain times where you end up reflecting on how quickly time has passed and how many things have changed. I mean, whenever you start a new year of school, like, how is it another year of the school? Where did the year go? I mean, another one of my nieces is finishing her A-levels soon. I was like, how has this time gone by so quickly? I remember when you were but a baby, less than 12 hours old. I held you. You were so cute and adorable, and now you're going to university. 2 years will fly past, exactly. But still, the fact that it's only 2 years away will be a shock. Eldest will be in year 11 when youngest goes there. Scary. Me and my friend are fighting to stop eating non-food things. I'm losing. Wait, what? Milo, please explain. Me and my friend are fighting to stop eating non-food things. What are you eating that that's non-food? I don't understand. And by non-food, do you mean like pot noodles? That's not food. I mean, it's sustenance. But is it food? Says the person who actually had. I'm going to say 3 pot noodles when I was ill. It wasn't technically. I had 2 itso soups and 1 pot noodle over the course of 4 days. It just worked really well because it was something that was warm and relatively tasty when I was ill and less effort. I'm trying to think. It was Friday night when I wasn't well. I hadn't eaten food in the evening because I just didn't want anything yet. Then when I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and was, feeling ill, as one does when one is ill, I needed something warm and food-like, and I went, yep, now is the time for the itsu noodles. Hot water on the noodles. Worked quite well. It didn't take much energy and effort, which I didn't have. I didn't have spare energy and effort when I was ill. Just went, yep. Quick, easy, slightly tasty, but I don't really care. I just need something because I didn't have dinner because I was ill. I'd had proper lunch, but I hadn't had dinner. I went, nope, didn't feel up to it at the time. That's right, yeah? Yeah. I suddenly just thought I was digging the wrong side of the line. When I made this line in the dirt and the other line, I then wasn't sure that I was doing the bit between them or the wrong side. I had doubts. Significant doubts. I mean, worst case scenario, I have to put some blocks back. It's not a problem. But still, it's not exactly the best use of my time to be removing blocks that I'm going to have to put back. I'm harvesting my bamboo farm. Not intentionally, but, side effect. That'll work. Let's empty my pockets and then pick up some more. I can't do that in Bedrock. River's still on. Assuming he's at his area. Let's pick up this stuff from over here. Then give back the sponges. No, not mining, just picking up. Resist the urge to do more of the project. There. XP. This is why we call sheep. Ship. Question is, where is Groover? Is Groover live? Not that this matters, I'm just curious. He is live. Just watching man at work. Here we go. Delicious. You look like Steve to him. But I'm not Steve. Let me prove it. I'm now curious. This resolves the matter. Do I still look at Steve? Ah! I got shot at! Got it! No, now you look like the purple head person. The what? The what? Good day. The purple head person. Thanos? Is that who you mean? The only purple headed person I can think of is Thanos. Now I can't stop thinking about Thanos. No, the Minecraft person. There's a purple-headed Minecraft. Oh, gotcha. I know who you're talking about. Dressing room. Does it? Does this fix it? I'm now curious. Did he go? He left the game! Rude. Ending? That's not fair! Ah, fine. My friend ate paper sometimes. I randomly threw my pencil point. My other friend thinks we should stop doing that, but my friend wants me to... that's a strange thing. I can't say I've ever enjoyed eating a pencil. Just hasn't happened. Yet. You know, I'm open to trying everything once, which is why I'm addicted to crystal... Nope, that's a joke. Okay. See, when you say he's ending, I then worry. And you know why? Because I need to end soon. And I worry that Groover might be lovely and send people to me. He shouldn't do, because he knows that my typical window's up. Never mind. I take back the nice things I just said about Groover. I take them all back. I was just saying... I have a fear, and I hope Groover doesn't raid, because he knows how long I typically stream for. I'm at the end of my normal stream length, and I must be going soon. But then you do it anyway. Welcome in, Groover. Thank you very much for raiding. Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing? 19 people, of which some of you don't know who I am. So hi, I'm Zach. I'm a variety streamer. I've introduced myself so many times today. We've had a lot of raids. I'm a variety streamer, but I do play a lot of Minecraft, and we are Minecrafting today. Hence why you probably spotted me in front of Groover, but I didn't look as handsome as this, because apparently the skins weren't working. Mike, welcome in. Mike on Switch. And Dragon Mitre. Ooh. I like your avatar. Welcome in. First time in chat. Welcome in. We are doing a little bit of landscaping so I can get a shape for this island. I have an eventual goal for it where I want it to look like a beachy island with a nice little house and maybe some wheat growing over here. You know, kind of homely, small. And then I've got things I want to do underground. How much I do underground will depend on timing and what I've managed to get done within the season. Building on a SMP is always difficult to get a balance of how big of a project you want to take on so that you will complete it within the season. I mean, the season is still young. There is no end date in sight, but it'll happen one day. And I don't want a half-finished build. I've had that before, and it's never fun. You end up either rushing to finish it or finishing the season where it's not quite finished and you're not happy about it. On that note, got to go and eat. Enjoy your food. Thank you very much for raiding over, and thank you for bringing your amazing community here. So I've been chipping away at stuff. I've done very little on the server because I've been distracted with a lot of real life stuff. I'm going to say fun. It's not fun. Real life stuff. It's taken precedent over streaming, and when I have been streaming, I've been on Dragon's Lair more than I've been on TB. Dragon's Lair is my solo-ish world that I play in Java. A number of creators have joined me on there and will continue to join me in the future. Clear my pockets because currently that was a very loud meow. Not meow. No, let me get this right. Cats go meow. Sheep go woof. You know I'm right, they do. They definitely do go woof. I can prove it. I'll go get a match. There's a terrible joke about that. Oh, I'm keeping it. Something along the lines of how do you turn a cat into a dog at a match? It's horrible. Meow. Woof. That starts to sound like the opening to the song What the Fox Says. I do not remember the opening to the song. I remember the song, or parts of it. I don't remember an opening. This feels better. This is going to go down further. I don't want it to drop down too harshly, but I want it to drop down a little bit. What I'd like, my eventual goal, is to have maybe a tree over here with some wheat fields around it, and then my house over there, and a path going up to the tree, around the tree, and maybe an end portal. We'll see. Definitely the tree, definitely the house over there. I'd actually be happy just to have the tree and a bench. That feels homely. Nice. This is coming out because it could be a little bit shallower over here. Ooh. Yes, I'm using a pickaxe. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And that. That's my lining over here. This side is probably going to be a bit like this. We're getting a general feel for the shape of the island. And then we've got to do all the texturing and stuff. It's fun. It's very slow progress though, because there's just a lot of blocks to remove. And it not being a square dig hole or anything like that, and you go, yep, kind of chipping off here, chipping off there. It's slower than just digging a chunk out. Do when you set them alight. Yes, that's what that was the joke. Sorry, I sadly have to sleep school tomorrow, but if I join tomorrow night, I'll let you know how my last test. I look forward to hearing the good news and the updates. Even if the good news is just finished. Teal, welcome in. Today we are just doing a little bit of landscaping, or at least the foundational work of it. This island was originally a fair bit taller than this. It was a bit mountainous, similar to what's over here. Like this. And we dug it down to that level. So it was all kind of that level flat to the edges. And these are all pretty much straight up. My game's just crashed. It's fine. I mean, who needs Minecraft to work when I'm showing you things in Minecraft? As I said, the landscaping was basically to the edge of the island from the sea. It went straight up. And I need to make it look a little bit more natural and tapered. So I'm just landscaping a little bit so it gets the right feel, and then I need to go back in and change out blocks, but it's the feel first and then probably work out where things are going, maybe build some of those things and then texture around it. We're back in! Success! Float up here. Spin around. You can see I've just been doing a little bit of chipping away, and it is all very rough strokes at the moment. Because everything I've done, I've gone, yeah, I want to remove at least this, and I can continue to chip away more later. I will be back on TB at the weekend. We have a stream weekend coming up. So if you enjoy TB, which you should do, a lot of the members from the server will be streaming over the weekend. You may know them all. You may know some of them. But I encourage you to go check it out because you can meet some more members of the team. And you might find your new favourite streamer. Unless you already found them and I'm here, but you know. You might find your second favourite streamer on TV. I need to make sure I find some time to get on the server between now and then and repair my tools. Because whilst I've got a lot more landscaping to do here, what I'm probably going to do at the weekend is work on some underground stuff. I'm not entirely sure which bit, but I have some ideas. Starting with making a space underground. Let's head inside things. It is dark and scary, and mobs are spawning. Down we go. Actually, before we sleep, we'll leave it night. So this is my storage area. This will be directly underneath where I want to build my house. So we drop down into here. We have a mob farm directly under this. So there's spawning platforms and it washes them out. There's supposed to be wither roses in the entire area at the bottom. I am 11 wither roses short of what I need. So we've got some campfires for now. But it's functioning and working all the time I'm in the area. I'm getting mob drops. Not a huge amount, but some. And I like that. But this area where the ladder is, this is going to be dug out. And we want to build basically base in this direction. So that we can look in and see the mob farm working. And mobs dropping out of it. Because they drop down here. And then we get... Ooh, results. Okay. That's an improvement. So part of the reason I wanted to change from having campfires to having wither roses is because witches can survive campfires if they don't die from fall damage, which they will often not do because basically they have to fall far enough to die instantly. And only the top layer is enough of a drop to do that. So a lot of them were landing on the campfires and then just walking around drinking fire resistant potions, so not getting resources from them. But now, with the roses, helps. And while we've been working on the surface, I've gained half a stack of gunpowder, which I will not complain about. Some of that will be from witches, but most of that will be creepers. So it's not the most efficient farm, but it's functioning and it's enough to keep me happy. See, gunpowder. Speaking of which, let's just top up my rocket shotgun while I'm here. I think I have space of gunpowder. And earlier, I threw some in here. Fell in the hole. Which is fine. Just embarrassing. That goes in. Stone can go right in here. I have a lot of stone I need to put in this chest, and the best way of doing that is to use shulkers, which I've already started doing, but I'll continue to make up more shulkers to go in. There's an argument for trading it away for emeralds. There's also an argument for just getting rid of it or giving it to someone who might want it. Oh, I was sleeping. That was the thing. Which will also improve these rates. Yeah. Mostly stop things spawning up top. And we go. Feels weird stepping out there and going down a step. I needed to landscape and that area is in the way. It does make me question whether will have the entrance down here or whether we do it on the other side. Because ultimately, the other side of the storage room we'd be dropping here-ish. I don't know. We'll see. Right. I need XP. If I were to head over here, Liara built a fuel farm, but it also makes the XP. Fuel for sale. Is there can one break a furnace or take stuff out of a furnace, or is that not allowed? Is that it? Oh no, that's repaired. Thanks, Liara. I need to pay for that. That was a lot of experience. It saved me a lot of effort. Boop, boop. Pop. It's public. Smeltery, but the fuel for sale. Kelp blocks. It's gold. But am I allowed to? I can gift. Please. I know I'm not going back there. I'm just nosing. If I put that there, will Liara even think to check? Not recommended for smelting. Please turn me off before you leave. Or smelt shop. Feel free to use for furnace. Our furnaces, fuel and input chests are on the left. Here is on the right. Don't need that. I'm just going to put this right there. Liara can find it or not find it as and when she wishes. That does look better already. And now I don't have to repair my pick. I'm so happy. It doesn't take much to make me happy, clearly. But a mended pick. Whew, thrilled. So with this dropping down, I'll probably have it drop down one more block in the middle. But this definitely needs to come in as well, so we'll see. Let's get rid of this layer first. We'll go from there. Welcome back, Gio, by the way. Sorry, I was distracted. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm making progress today. That's okay. Thanks! Look, I noticed chat, just not always immediately. Although that will now tell you how far behind you are in the stream, because I saw that and reacted instantly. So instantly, I'm kind of surprised by myself. Lit down there, so that's okay. We're all good. You've got Jojo, thank you very much for the follow. I'm frequently surprised. Look, see, I'm up to date with reading chat. I'm good at this. I'm good at this streaming. I could do this as a full-time career. I just need someone to pay off my mortgage first. Any volunteers? Anyone? Anyone? I just need a few £100,000. That's all. Just a few £100,000. No big deal. I mean, it's pocket change to some people, but to me, a few £100,000 might make a little bit of difference. Me too, please. I'd love to. I would love to have enough of a windfall that I can afford to retire and go, yep, I'm okay. I've made my investments. I'm getting an income from it. I get to stream and enjoy myself when I want. I go for a walk when I want. Having the freedom is the main thing. I'd probably still work, but it would be different. It's a lot to throw on someone who just joined. I mean, it is, but it wasn't specifically you. It's anyone. Anyone can volunteer, not just you. I already get so much support from streaming, and it's always surprising and astounding. Even today, I mean, Geo giving 100 bits. That is a crazy amount of support. It's a lot. Everyone who comes in and shares their time of day with me is they're choosing that over thousands of other streamers. Every penny you have is yours. You've earned it or you've got it, and it should be spent on bringing you joy. And people choose to spend some of that on supporting me, and that's a huge deal. You're giving me 100 bits is a big deal. Doesn't do that to every streamer. Only the streamers that blackmail them. Choo choo! Oh, okay. That was why. It wasn't selfless. It was completely selfish. Missed doing this early. It's alright, I had that. I had a work call earlier today. I was part of a hype of Lily Mae Darling's hype train. I got a new emote. I was part of the hype train and I went, oh, work calls. Basically, 45 minutes later, I went, oh, you got an emote for it, I can share it in chat. And I went, it feels wrong to share it now. I don't know why it shouldn't do. Because Lily doesn't mind me lurking. I mean, she knows I'm working. She doesn't take it personally if I step away and take a work call. But it feels wrong to share it 45 minutes after the hype train. It's just unusual. Weird. And would confuse me. Oh, that's not my none. I don't think Liara will mind if I steal one dried kelp. I take it back then. You can't! It's too late. That feels kind of good. I want this to head inland, so let's do that. Even if I'm just averaging it out over here. It's when you should share it more. I mean, there's an argument for that, most definitely. It just felt a little bit unusual. It feels wrong. It feels like I've missed the hype train. Part of the thrill of a hype train is not only being part of it, then afterwards going, oh, look what I got. And it's fun. It's a fun thing for the community to do, to show each other what emotes they got. It's like, yeah, look, I got this one. Oh, I got this one. And people react to it. And it's a conversation thing. Even as simple as when we have a hype train here and someone goes, look, this is what I got. And I can enjoy it and go, wow, that's a really cool one. I think I could see you using that. Yeah, that needs filling up. Zach is a squirmy Brit, doesn't like tooting his own trumpet. I toot regularly, I think you'll find. Unless Morgan Freeman says otherwise.
Your behavior tonight was exemplary. As a result, I'm going to lift the ban on farting.
Oh, okay, we can. It's fine. I can blow my own trumpet. We'll start it all over again. Jenny! Jenny, would you like to join in on farting? No. That's just realised what a strange point to come into a stream. Zach's talking about gastric distress. And then Jenny comes in and, what are you talking about? You weirdo. You weird fish. I'll say that. Jenny's been around for quite a long time. Jenny knows me. Jenny's a good friend. And I've been trying to scare Jenny off for years. Hasn't happened yet. Which makes me think Jenny might be a keeper. We're used to weirdness, especially mine. Clearly. This! Oh, I don't have a this emote. And I need one. I need one now. I never thought of it before, but now I need it. How could I be scared by such a cute... Oh. Aww. You say nice things. So I'm not used to people saying nice things. I spent too much time with my father. I mean, he doesn't say mean things. Well, not that mean. Just a bit judgy. Still waste all your time playing computer games? Yes! No, I don't waste all my time. I enjoy playing computer games. And I still find time to do a traditional job. But I play games as well. Yes, Dad. Judgy man. Does anyone else stream and have judgy people that they know? Gio, I know you have. I have a question though. Have you learnt to ignore it now? Or does it still kind of irk? I don't think I will ever learn fully to ignore it because it's just not nice to have people. What am I ignoring? When people judge you for streaming. Particularly family members. When are you going to get a real job? When are you going to stop wasting your time? Alpha, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Raposa? If I'm mispronouncing, please let me know so I can correct myself and be better. Well, try and be better. Thank you for raiding over. Oh yeah, my family keep telling me to get a real job. Yeah, that. Does it bother you less now? Or have you got used to it? That was perfect. Yes, I got it right. Victory is mine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, you can keep clapping. You don't have to stop. It's fine. All right. Now stop. I have buttons. I can press them whenever I want. They're my buttons. Don't judge me. I need a real life fan club. You walk around and you go, oh, I did that. I need a round of applause. Like when you throw something in the bin and it's, trash can, and it's far enough away that you go, I don't know if this is going to go in, but you throw it. And then it goes in and you sit there going, I'm pretty good at this. Yeah. Me, Michael Jordan, basically the same human being, except I can't play baseball. But my question I was going to ask was, Jenny, do you have anyone that judges you negatively for streaming? And the same question goes to anyone who streams. You're in chat and you have stories of people judging you or saying things, please do tell me. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be the only one judged. I want you to suffer too, so I feel better. That's right. If I have a stomachache, I want you to have a stomachache too, so I can go, at least it's not just me. Because that's the important thing. Right? Feels alright. Let's float and eat. Not really, my parents don't really know anything about this world, so my hubby teases me about my 3 viewers. Yeah, but your 3 viewers are 3 people that could be anywhere on Twitch. And they're with you. And they're with you by choice. Unless you blackmailed them, and then they're not there by choice, but that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Every viewer is a person, and every person that's viewing you is someone who's viewing you instead of thousands of other people. Yeah, I kind of like that. This needs to be tapered in more over here. We're getting there. We're getting there. It feels like progress. It's a little bit steep over here, but we'll get there. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm just doing a little bit. See how it feels, and then we'll go from there. Dirt's going back in there. That. And that feels better already. Get rid of this one, that one. Is up here. I think we're very lucky to be able to stream and have people join us. And the fact that you join me has always astounded me, and I'm very aware of how lucky I am that you're here. I know how long you've been on Twitch. I know how many cool streamers you know personally. Same goes out to everyone that's here. Look, I'm digging away stone and dirt. Is it riveting content? No. But you're still here. And that I'm very lucky for that. Right, this is going in. How far? I don't know. But probably enough that this is going around here. And then back out a bit. That. It's all just chipping away. And even though I look at this and it feels so unfinished and incomplete, it feels like good progress. This needs to come in. Going to follow it in. And then out again, a little bit like that. I'm happy with this being a little bit deeper. Part of me wants a stream coming from here, but then that would feel wrong. You can't have a stream on an island this small, because it would very quickly run out of water. Very, very quickly. Right, zip up, spin round. No, that's a bit chunky, that's a bit chunky. Getting it, that's a bit chunky, although again this is where the chests are, which is a little bit more tricky. But do. It can be steep. It's fine. They're saying this bit over here. I like the fact this juts out a little bit, but that feels too much actually. But if we go in here, that, then come back out. That feels okay. And then this should do a similar sort of thing where we have a dimple in there. That. In. Take this off. Ah. And again, here. I'm using up many rockets for this, but I don't care. I have a mob farm. Failed to do that landing. Looking good. I want to do a lot more on it, but it feels good. Right, we are going to wrap up. I need to find someone to raid off to and be ready to taxi service at some point. So let's throw this stuff in. Drop downstairs. I will, however, take some of this stone. I need to offload the stuff into the shulkers anyway, so I'll take it with me. You've got Jojo says, my family consists of lawyers, doctors, and social workers. I may not have been a streamer, but I was a chef. There are always a sense of disapproval and pressure strive for a better career. Recently told them that we may all be cut from same cloth. Yeah, that makes sense because the D and the F and the E and the R are next to each other. From the same cloth, but I do not fit in the same box. I would never be happy doing what they do. My happiness is what I do. It's very important to me. And that's a very healthy place to be at. And everyone's different as to what's right for them, what's their balance. Mrs. Dragon and I have been talking recently about her career. And whilst she is financially successful in her current job, it's not bringing her joy, and so she's looking at options and looking to move and probably going to take a pay cut. But being happy is important. And yes, there's an element of do the work, take home the money, get by. But if you can make your career something that you enjoy a little bit more, even if it means you get a little bit less income, it's often a worthwhile trade. Alpha, thank you very, very much for the follow. Again, you got Jojo, thank you for the follow earlier. JW, so many follows today, so many new people, so many resubs. Walking Talking G.I. Joe also followed. You're all amazing. Thank you very much for your company. I will be back streaming tomorrow. We're going to be playing on Dragon's Lair, and I will have an amazing friend with me for the day. So if you would join me tomorrow, I can not only show you some of what I've been up to in Java, but I can introduce you to Impish Fox, who is an amazing streamer in her own right, far better and more capable than I will probably ever be. And she may be your favourite person and favourite streamer on the platform. So join me for tomorrow and you can see how cool she is. Ooh, more gunpowder. Sorry, distracted, but rightfully so. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Let's find someone to raid off to. Let's have a quick look at our options. Ooh, many options. My struggle is I now have to pick someone. Also, that sound of the mobs dying is pretty good. Sounds good. Thank you for the stream. Appreciate having me. You've got Jojo. Thank you again for being here. You've been amazing. Thank you for sharing some of your story. It means a lot. It's a lot to bring it up and talk about it, and it's not easy, but you articulated it well, and I agree. And I'm really happy and glad that you felt able to have that conversation and go, yep, this is what's important to me, and my balance of financial gain and happiness is different from what yours is, and that's fine. Right. Ooh. Well, there's certainly an option. There's another option, although they've been live for a while. I'm going to send you over to 9.5. 9.5 is a sweetheart. An amazing streamer, does a lot of work and streaming for charities. I think you will enjoy her company. She's a very chatty streamer, very talented. Go on over, spend some time. If you would like to make me look good, I would very, very much appreciate that. In fact, I would bribe you if I could afford it. There was a raid call. If you have access to my emotes, please copy and paste it. It will look better than if you don't have the emotes, like my bot doesn't currently. If you have my emotes, it'll look like that. If you don't, just go over, say ZactheDragon, make me look good, and then obviously 9.5 will feel indebted to me and send me over a hat. A crocheted hat. I don't want much in life, just a crochet hat. Thank you very much for your company. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Be awesome to 9.5, and thank you again. I mean, that's all I need to say. I've done the raid thing. It's just a countdown going. Sure, I could press the raid now button, but then it gives you less time to copy the message, and I need to make sure you copy the message because it makes me look good. So it just gives me loads of time that I have to fill in with rambling on about stuff. But hey, that's what I do when I stream. I ramble on about stuff. That's why I've been here for a few hours. Wait. Oh, only 3 hours. Not that bad. Not that much rambling. Thank you very much. Goodbye!